Good morning, guys. Just having a look at the beautiful sunlight. Look at even highlights, honey. And not to my toes yet. Let's step into a bit of light. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sun. It's a brand new day. 7:33. And it's Tuesday, and I'm really quite excited about today, because it's Tyler's awards ceremony, and I don't actually like awards ceremonies, and you know, I think if I just don't like the way that there's people who have put everything they can into something. And then this award ceremony happens where someone who maybe didn't do as much or didn't put as much effort in, or had a brother who happened to study this at some other level, if you know what I mean. The ball is in the spotlight. The dog is watching. The feet are ready. Duh, duh. And it goes straight down the riverbed. Thankfully, it's dry. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, I can remember being a social worker in residential care quite a while ago. Over 20 years ago. And, you know, there was one guy who was our leader, our team leader. And he was doing the DIPSWA, which is he's doing the CQSW, which is the qualification in social work. And he was married, and his wife was a very intelligent woman. This guy was like, he thought he was model material. And I think his wife maybe thought he was too, bless her cotton socks. And she would do anything for this asshole. And he was what I call two faces. You know, he was the team leader and doing everything the way it should be done, according to policy, equal ops, and all the rest of it. But then when he wasn't in work, he was a racist, sexist, nasty fucking asshole. But anyway, his wife did all of his assignments for him. I remember him bragging about it to the other guys, you know, about how she'd do anything for him. And yeah, she's helped. And I just thought, you know, you've got a position of power, you'll get in, at least 25, maybe 30% more than the rest of us, because you've got this qualification that you actually didn't get at all, because you wouldn't even understand half of it. He was limited. Yeah, sometimes comes with the macho bullshit ones, doesn't it? Anyway, which pathway? Bum ba-dum bum bum. Abby says, let's go down this one, mother. So yes, an awards ceremony. And there's only 2 guests can attend. Which I suppose is fair enough. So it's myself and Faye who are going, and then possibly on Friday we are going to do a celebratory barbecue for Tyler, where all of his family, his 5 brothers and his partner, and you know, various other important people, grandma, great grandma, I'm his grandma, can go and get it, honey, because it's the last ball you've got. So and it's formal dress. I mean, oh my God, what does it matter what you're bloody wearing? You know, so I'm thinking, does that mean I've got to go in a a red cloak trimmed with ermine, draped in a fox fur. Because it's like fancy dress for me. Do you understand what I mean? They may as well put fancy dress on the bloody thing. But for my Tyler, I shall do it. Honey, go and get your ball, please. Honey, ball. Go on. Go and get that ball. Yeah, so I've had an early start today. But you know something? I am sleeping like, I don't know, I'm sleeping for hours, and it's untroubled, beautiful, deep, enjoyable. Wake up feeling like I've slept. And she'll be here in a minute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I am thinking that's my grounding sheet. It's taken a bit of time to, you know, to get me to that stage, but who cares? I'm there now. Yes, she has her ball. Good girl. So I'm going to take my video camera to this awards ceremony. And hopefully I'll be able to do a video. I'm sure they'll probably say, no videos allowed. We should do an official one, which will have all the background drama music in it, and maybe they won't. Abby says, please come this way, Mum. So let's go this way. Isn't that light lovely there? And do you know, something is happening, guys. Something is happening. And go on. It feels wonderful. We have more whistleblowers coming out. Yes, we do. And in Oregon, they burnt or destroyed or did something to, I don't know if it was 6,000 tons or 60,000 tons or 6 people destroyed a ton. I don't know, because I only read it very briefly when I woke up. But it would appear that, and it's not been reported in the media at all, it would appear that Oregon have had enough of GM sugar beet and are just saying, you know, we're not having it here. We don't want it here, which is fantastic. So, and I actually think that the American people have got to the stage where they're fed up of their representation to the world being the kind of Obama, Cheney, Bush, all the cheats and liars and in it for themselves. Who's that other asswipe? See if I can remember his name before we get to the end. But you know, it's like the American people are actually saying this has got nothing to do with us. You know, please people, this has got nothing to do with us. We are ashamed of our government. We are ashamed of our leaders. And we're just going to keep exposing them. And I think that is absolutely fantastic. In all the hoo-ha over Edward Snowden, and there should be hoo-ha, let's be frank, he has done something fantastic. He has put his life on the line. He has worked in a job where he has just said, you know, I'm not just going to leave this job, which I believe was a very high paid position, where it's like he's not saying I'm just going to leave this job and walk away and it can carry on. This should not be allowed, and I am so pumped up for him. However, it is distracting from our little Bradley Manning. I mean, bless his cotton socks. Oh, I wish he was holed up in an embassy somewhere. Because let's face it, these people are not going to get fair trials, are they? And there should be some kind of international trial system that doesn't involve anybody who has dinner with, or, you know, goes to private showings of such movies with, or attends Bohemian Grove with. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, these people are frickin' wankers, mate. They stand there in all their fancy dress costume of, you know, justice and red and wigs and all the rest of it. And really, they've been licking the ass or sucking the cock of whatever government wants this person put away and not tried fairly at all. I think it's time. All this is imploding. Everything is imploding. Now, is it to do with what was known as the One People's Public Trust, which then became the One People, which is now the IUV? I don't know, but I think it does. I think there's you see, the thing is, if you're one of these Bohemian Grove goers, which means most of the world's powerful presidents and people, players if you like, you forget what genuine, real human beings are like. And genuine, real human beings are empathetic, compassionate, and follow a path of love rather than the path of hate. And there comes a point, go get your ball, good girl. There comes a point where most people have got a line drawn in the sand. And, you know, I can remember when I worked in children's social work, there were things and stuff that I saw that, you know, I just, I didn't like their actions or behaviour. And I can remember saying to this one guy, you know, I think you got an issue with that kid and you need to get it sorted out. And he was so defensive. And I just said to him, if I see you talk to that kid, I'm not even going to give gender, that kid again in that way, I shall report you. And that is it. You know. Because I think all of us have got a line in the sand. I mean, I'm like a lot of you. I can't look at anything that is painful to watch. I can't watch, you know, people, animals, children, birds, doesn't matter, any living thing going through unnecessary pain. I don't even like necessary pain. Go on, honey. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. But I think there's a lot of people now who are just saying, this is just crazy, and you've taken a step too far now. And the thing is that once that person's done it, you never trust them again. Like, for example, when I was working with this team and this guy was like that, I didn't trust any of his work after that. Anything. I used to think, how did he get that information? Or I said, well, just nothing added up, let's put it that way. And you know, I've met quite a lot of the kids I used to work with over the years. And it's amazing how most of them would say this guy's name and how they hated him. Yeah. And the thing is, we've all got to, we don't all got to do anything, but we need to stand together. This is what they do in their ceremonies, their Bohemian Grove rubbish, their Bilderbergs, their Camp Davids, their checkers. It's all bollocks, and you know, it's where they all stand together and, you know, I do this and then you do that and you support me and then I'll support you. And I even think that some of the world's governments are at a stage now where they're just saying, you know, we all want to govern our own little piece of land, but you are beginning to make it impossible because you are acting in such a way that the people are beginning to revolt. And it's like they want to slap that person and say to them, you know, you're ruining it for us too. Which of course they are, because it's highlighting the inadequacies and also the similarities between ruling powers that think they are. And Ecuador, what a phenomenal country. Because Ecuador is actually standing there and saying, you are wrong, and we are going to vote with our feet, and we're going to help these people. And it's nothing to do with, you know, say China and America having a go at it, or Russia and America. No, this is peaceful little Ecuador. And Ecuador is becoming known, I think, throughout the world as a people place. There's a raw food community in Ecuador, mainly of people from America and Canada. I think there's one or two from England as well. You know, this country is just standing up to all tyrants, and it's like that America have tried to put the kibosh on it for people. They have tried to close all gateways and say that all of the countries are not interested in supporting people like Snowden and Assange and Manning and the many, many more who are now coming to the fore. But you see, it just takes one country to say, we believe in these people, we believe in their right to tell the truth, and we believe in justice, fairness and equity, and you are being none of them, so we will offer our support to this person. Good on you, Ecuador. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. I've got lots to do, and yes, and part of me is so proud to be going to Tyler's award ceremony. All I've ever heard teachers say of him before this is, you know, he's an asshole, basically. I tell you, seeing him get restrained and grabbed and time out, and, you know, thinking, if you just sit down with this child and engage him in something he's interested in, you are going to be amazed at his passion for it. But instead, all you can do is end up restraining him, twisting arms up his back, pushing his face into the floor, kneeling on his back. You bastards. So I'm really glad he finally met some proper, I don't like the word teachers, but we shall say it. I am so glad. Right, so hopefully I'll be able to do a little video of that, but if I don't, I will try and report it as fairly as I can. Although being the granny, I may well just go over the top with the emotion. Who knows? Right, you can't find it now, can you, honey? She says, no, I don't know where I've put it. So I'm going to go. So from Honey looking frantically for a ball, Ebby who's chilled out and says that's why I never bring a ball, and my toes, and a beautiful sky, it's goodbye. And keep looking up, because you never know, someone who's been called an arsehole in your family may actually shine, and someone who we believed has been shining may be exposed. Yep. The truth is out there, and it's getting closer and closer. Full disclosure and full transparency are on their way. Now, should I walk back and help her find her ball, or leave it until tomorrow and it be a great surprise? Hey ho, I don't know. And guys, remember to enjoy life, live it. Okay, it is exactly why we're here, and it just all gives that vibration more energy, and that energy enables people who would normally maybe keep quiet and not say anything. It gives them the charge to actually say, no, I will not remain silent for any longer. And that's it for now. So, from my toes, from Ebby and Honey, and all of the beautiful birds and the wonderful sun, which is twinkling through there at Wayne Bodywood, it's goodbye. I love you all. And so do the birds. Listen. That's I love you in blackbird, thrush, sparrow and robin. Bye. She's determined to find it. Do. Bye, guys.